Good morning, beautiful. I do hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for November 2nd, 2021, also being timeless. So wherever you're catching in time, it could be super relevant, super irrelevant, absolutely horrendous, absolutely wonderful, absolutely horrible. I don't know, the choice is yours. Anyway, this is a general collective read. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. Let's see what life wants to tell you when you are catching this. Again, this could be at any point. If you're catching this from the past, let me know. That'd be super cool. We have the Magician in reverse. Why? Somebody is not using everything available to them right now. Somebody kind of giving up. Somebody losing their momentum. Listen, I know that things are starting to ease up, but it's kind of like an antibiotic. Don't stop just because things are getting a little bit better. You have to keep hitting at this so that it can actually get to a finale. Ooh. Nope. It's not done. It's not done. Whatever you have stopped doing, you need to start doing again. Because this, you haven't built up enough either. I mean this in the very figurative way. You haven't built enough of a antibiotic. Nah. I think I might be having a stroke. So anyway, you haven't built up enough foundation, antibodies, enough momentum to keep this going without your efforts into it. I get that you're tired of this, you're tired of everything with this, you want to get back up, you want to get the wheels turning in a different direction. You got to do the work right now. I know that it's frustrating, but this is not done. And I do feel like this is involving a lot of things that are just very intimately close to you. This usually is gearing towards human connection. So I feel like communication has dwindled between you and somebody else, and efforts have kind of stopped. Why? Queen and King of Wands. The King and Queen are looking at each other, wondering what the other person is up to. You are stepping back to observe the situation. So are they. There is nothing that is getting past either person. They are both in very complex and challenging mindsets and environments. I think that both parties are feeling overwhelmed, and the feminine aspect is shutting down and closing off, and I think that the masculine can't get through. Now, we all have masculine and feminine inside of us. What I'm seeing is somebody who holds the more masculine isn't getting through to the feminine right now. This is a very deep soul contract, and let's see. Wow. They are completely at odds, yet somebody wants to make an offer. I don't think that it's ready. Somebody is afraid of losing something. They're watching. They're keeping tabs on it. They haven't left. I do have a lot of cards in front of me. This is major ties right here. Somebody's very defensive and afraid of losing something. I see that there's a lot of observation that is going on. Somebody is rising above this, and I feel like they're starting to get into a more emotional place. I see that the feminine is closed off while the masculine is trying to get through to it, but there's really no room for wiggle right here, wiggle room. And the masculine has kind of pulled back on here. So, what the heck is going on? This is an extreme challenge. I'm still getting pulled to use this particular deck. So what is going on between masculine and feminine energy? I really feel like this is gearing towards personal connections. I would say situations. I'm not feeling that right now. I am feeling that this is involving personal connections. So, for some of you, this could involve legal matters, and it could also be somebody who's trying to find equilibrium and stability in their life. So what's going on? There's a lot of things that are going on here. I don't think that anybody's communicating what's going on, especially internally. I think that somebody's just trying to get away from something that is ultimately stressful, and the other person's holding themselves back. And here we go with the Tower moment. Huge electric movement that's coming in that's going to zap everything. I feel like there is a lot that is just about to, in a very figurative way, kind of blow up in front of your face. So what I see here is the masculine trying to cut through all the BS and get himself prepared. But then we have somebody who is massively independent. I want to know who this is. Yet I'm being pulled towards, should I use this deck right now? I'm being pulled to it, but it's highly inappropriate. Okay. It's the tarot of like sexual attraction and lovers. Oh God. Oh, I'm nervous. There's so much nudity. Hopefully I don't get something that is super nude. Okay. I got this from the awareness shop. This place is like the best place that I've ever been. I've been going there for 18 years. Okay, so what is this about? Because we have somebody who's living their best life and thriving. What is this? So we have the King of Wands in reverse. This is so bad. So we have the King of Wands. Whew. Somebody has pulled back, and it's the King of Wands. The King of Wands is not really offering his wand to this particular energy at this point in time. Either that or they've been completely negligent. But the Queen is... sorry, not the Queen. This chick is, again, androgynous. Do not care. This Nine of... Pentacles, living her best life, completely free. And then we have, she's seeing her own payoff. This actually might be pointing to a lot of intertwining connections in your life. So, wow, these cards are so risque. There you go. That's a good word. Temperance. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Okay. What card did I just throw, you may ask? Okay, nudes. Yeah, it was just that inner card. So this is going to take a long time. This has been coming for a long time. This is about enjoying the fruits of this entire ordeal. We have the Six of Wands. I'm feeling really pulled to use this deck, as inappropriate as it is. So then we have the Magician in reverse, we have the Wheel in reverse, and we also have the Hermit in reverse. Something that has been sleeping for a very long time in your life, that has been laying dormant. This may even be your passion is waking up again. This has been closed off for quite some time. And now I see that something is being reignited right now. Oh, I'm not pulled to use that deck anymore, so I'm actually really relieved by that because I don't want to keep covering them because yikes. I don't regret getting it. I never really used it on collective readings. I think that this is probably the first time that I've done it. I've definitely used them in private reads because people read for relationships. But now something is getting its va-va-voom back. Something that has been dormant for a while. I feel like somebody either new might be coming into your life, or it could also be people who have not been talking for a while, like life took them in different directions. Somebody might be making contact and offering their cup of love. King of Wands energy, think that. Then we have the focus on love. Okay. Love endures. Be in the present and dream of the future. And then we have relationship patterns. Somebody who has been a huge facet in your life, I feel either they are making a reappearance, somebody is similar is coming in, or this is a reconciliation where you guys have to pave a new path but recognize the previous patterns and behaviors and talk about it. So what I'm seeing in this is the care and the compassion that went on between the parties. The kind of connection that goes in this dynamic is very, very real, but I feel like people are really tired of hurt, being hurt, hurting in general. And I think that this is actually a pivotal time for the people who are involved in either this reestablishment of a connection, recurring connection, or this new yet similar dynamic. They have to sit down and really talk about it. So I know that things have been very interesting going on in your life for quite some time, but now, yeah, okay, I'm going to keep that lit. I think that now it's time for some real honest talk to go on. And I see that people are going to be listening, but they're going to be listening while they have that wall in front of them. So they have their ears open. They're interested in what has to be said. Again, if it's not abusive or toxic, or if, as long as it's legal, good God. Then I see that people are going to be open to listening to it. And why do I have to give that disclaimer? Well, because people will kind of go their own way on that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. Peaceful. I'll be right back, because this is not peaceful. It's going to be peaceful. So, don't compromise. Listen. This is involving commitments of all kinds. Love is love is love. But I see that whoever you are talking to, you need to know the real them. They need to know the real you. There's no real good time in this to just try and buffer what it is, what you really are looking for, what you have been through, what you really want. It's not going to be beneficial at this point in time to just do that. Say things that you think that you should say, that you would want to hear, or that you think that they want to hear, because you have some sort of idea about how this is supposed to go. The thing is, you and particular people are already very much in sync. You don't need to be around the bushes with this one. I think that it's really important that whoever's involved in this sit down and genuinely have a heart to heart. The care and compassion is all there. You guys are listening beyond your walls. And now it's time that you guys set the scene of which you want things to play out. How do you want this to go? And I also see that you've been probably getting a lot of images about this. I do feel like this has been going on in dreams. And I also feel like there's been a lot of healing that has been going on in dreams, preparing you for this. If there's somebody that you have been wanting to talk to, again, as long as this is legal. And I'm not saying anything, you know, just horrendous, because there's certain people, you know, hey, don't talk to me again, don't call me again, that kind of thing. Respect those. What I'm seeing in this is you've been getting the work or the images to make communication happen. So what are you being pulled to do at this point in time? I'm getting pulled to the enchanted map. So what does this want to tell you? Again, this is general collective. Don't ever force this to fit your narrative. But what are some things that you need to be on watch with? Stop. Just stop. Stop, 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 stop. Right now. Don't anticipate a fight. Don't anticipate that things are going to fall apart. Don't anticipate the worst. Don't give the choice away to somebody else. Don't just lay silent because you're afraid of what would happen with this. Listen, you're not being steered in the wrong direction with every sign and synchronicity. I think that you're also getting wind of what your worst fears are. So what I'm seeing in this is stop expecting the worst. Stop expecting an attack. Stop expecting the world to shut you out in this. That is coming from such a deep-wounded place that has been coming up through a dream and through, I guess, opportunity around you to heal. Don't count it as a failure before you've gotten to the end result in this. And let's see. Don't give up. Don't think that this is going to cause people's lives to be ruined. Don't think that you're just going to hurt. Don't think that you can't make something beautiful from this. So much is coming together. It doesn't look the way that you thought it would, and that's fine. But what I'm seeing here is follow your instinct. This is not an end destination. It's a journey. So that's what you have to do. First off, that's what you have to look out for. Thinking that all is going to go the worst way possible. Knock it off. It's so easy to live in fear. It's like watching a horror movie. It really is. So what do you have to look forward to? As long as you don't follow through on your fears. Good God. Miracles and blessings. Oh, yeah? Listen with your heart. That's bringing me to the Rockette song, Listen to Your Heart. Early 90s. Love that group. Turn on your love light. I think that you're about to get your spark back. That's what you have to look forward to. And then we have look at your inner strength. It's going to take you a while to work out the kinks in this, but it's going to be well worth it. You guys are in line with each other. And this is actually telling you or them, somebody's going to be making action towards this. And I see that this is not yet occurring. I think that this is about to occur. Be prepared for forgiveness on both ends. What's this? Take a chance. Honesty. And this is actually what I was warning you about in the beginning. You're going to want to make some knee-jerk reaction about getting all this on lockdown because you're terrified. Listen, forgiveness is going to have to happen. You guys are going to have a lot of talks and a lot of things that you need to work out, because despite while things are coming together for you, a lot of communication has to happen, because there's still a lot of trigger points that are coming up that you have to talk through that you didn't talk through before, which a lot led to whatever the falling out was in previous connections or previous opportunities. I do see that somebody is going to be reaching out, and I see a lot of completely beautiful, open, honest communication. I see almost like people bearing their souls. And I think that it's like this cathartic release. This might be a highly emotional thing. I do see forgiveness coming in, and I do see a lot of opportunity of reconciliation and building up the trust again, because I see everybody involved looking over these walls. And let's see, going back with the Rider-Waite, am I feeling that? Am I feeling that? No, I'm feeling the Enchanted map. We have the Bone Collector. And then we have Wide Open, Strength. This can be a huge breakthrough for you. It's going to be uncomfortable. You have to learn to ride that wave and learn how to listen. And I see that there is so much life that is happening and what seems to be almost a standstill. This isn't quite the mountain that you thought it was going to be. I think the anticipation and the unknown of this, biggest killer of it. However, I see that there is reconciliation coming in, or a reoccurring type of connection, getting either closure or a breakthrough. But I see a lot of loving connections coming in, forgiveness with all parties around, and a huge heart opening up. So there's a lot of vulnerability, a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of tears to be shed even. It feels beautiful. And I feel like what everything wants is just to be heard, understood, loved, and accepted. And I see that the communication to get there is going to be the most open, transparent, and vulnerable yet. And you don't have to worry about a fight. It's not going to happen. But I feel like I need to get closing cards from this. There's a lot to be learned in here. And is that it? Was that it? Hold on. I think that was it. Okay. Yeah, that was it. That just the higher education in this. There's a lot to be learned in here. And there's a lot that needs to be, a lot of notes need to be taken. You're in new grounds here. It feels really beautiful. It really feels like it's coming together. And what the heck? Why? Okay, one card from here and that's it. Ooh, okay, what is this? You're on the right path, baby. Yeah, you're taking action. Go take action. Action is being taken. Something is about to happen very much for you. It seems scary. It's not scary. It is beautiful and it is divine, and it is incoming either by you or by them. I'm sending you so much love. I really am. If you have questions about booking your own private session, because your individual storyline will always be more detailed, in-depth, and intense, go ahead and reach out in the email address provided, or find me on the social platforms and send me a DM. See what services might be right for you, sales, time zones, and availability. All right, you go make this life happen. I will talk to you all soon. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, and just know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye. Take 2. Stupid stuff happening before. Anyways, hey, how's it going? If you have found your way across this, chances are you need a mini message. But let's see what actually brings you here. It is general collective. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. It seems like you're looking for, I guess, reassurance. This is what I have here. I shuffled before the old video. Don't even get me started. But in this, I love the Emperor. This is somebody who is very self-assured, very self-aware, and who knows that this payoff is not going to be instantaneous. I see consistency. I see persistence. They know that this is going to be a slow buildup, but you're going to have stability. You're going to have the payoff, and it's going to be something that grows and grows through time. So what this is talking about, it feels like either it's about your confidence, your emotional stability, or this is about some sort of security in your life that you really need reassurance on. Whatever it is that you are putting your investment in, literal or figurative investment, this is going to take time to grow. But you need to be confident in that. And you need to be confident in your ability to hold your ground while this is growing, while you're waiting to reap the benefits of this. Once this starts sprouting in the ground, there is going to be pretty much no end. It'll end when you actually say it ends. It's not going to end by anyone else's call. But I think that you're up to the challenge. I do feel like it's a lot of work at hand. And again, it's all about consistency in this. So while this feels like it might be back-breaking work, you are more than capable of doing this. You're not working yourself into the grave. It's going to get easier. But right now you have to do the hard work for this. It'll ease up over time. It will. But then we have this 10 of Pentacles in this new chapter, this new part of this situation. It feels incredibly comfortable. And it feels very secure. And it also feels very safe. Safe and secure are two really big words right here. So know that it's going to lose intensity. It's going to be good, honest, and integrity-filled work. And also it's definitely in alignment with you. You're worth this. You really are. I do hope that this made sense. It looks pretty big down the road. I love this. Hey there, love. If you found your way across this, chances are you need a mini message. So, listen with an open heart and an open mind. What do you need to know? It's not working and it seems hopeless. Really? With everything that you put in, really, this is where we're at? It feels hopeless? What about it? You don't have any more fight in this? Really? Okay. What are we talking about here? I feel like you're giving up. Ooh. Tired of trying to fight your way to be heard, trying to get people to pay attention. You're giving up on people in your life. Okay. All right. Some of you might be going through a stressful breakup right now. Ooh, yep. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. You are setting yourself free because you have felt completely trapped by this. Some of you are breaking away from something. Yeah, it's gonna suck for a little bit because no matter how hard you try and swing it, breaks of any kind, whether it's in relationships, in jobs, in life directions, it involves mourning. And that's exactly what I see. You felt completely trapped by the situation and you had so much to share, so much to give, but it was slipping through your fingers. Now you're seeing the fallout of that, and now you're surrendering to it. You're taking a leap into a new direction. You're not stupid. You're not doing this mindlessly. You're not doing this as a knee-jerk reaction. You're doing it because you need to be free of whatever this is, because I feel like it was just breaking your heart because it wasn't working no matter what you did, no matter how many angles you tried to approach with it. And yeah, so what I'm seeing here is there's no more fight left in you for this. You have exhausted all facets in this particular direction. And I want to look at see what comes after the Hangman in reverse. You're going to be mourning it. And then I see you letting it go and starting again. So this is going to be, I think, easier for you to move on. But I think that you are so used to taking on so much of the blame of how this went down that you have to come to terms with the fact that maybe somebody else had even more of a hand in whatever this ending was. I do feel like it was an aspect of pushing you to, go out of this. It actually is reminding me of something that one of my girlfriends had told me recently, because we're talking about something similar. When a baby bird is getting ready to fly, the mama or papa bird, whatever it is, pushes them out of the nest, and it's, fly, you can. And it seems like it's a rather cruel way to push somebody to, I guess, fall into themselves. But this is exactly what life is doing for you. whether it was a conscious effort of whoever's pushing you away or out of the nest, know that this is a spiritual effort to get you to where you need to go. And while you're clinging on to this and it's hard to breathe and you're wondering, why me? Why is this happening? Spirit's like, because this is not for you. This is not meant for you. And I think that you're going to be doing some evaluation of what happened in this, what went wrong, how much of it was you, how much of it was them, how much of it was it. And I see that you're going to come to terms with a lot of it and how it was so essential to get you free of this. And then I think that once you let this go, once you recognize it for the closure that it was, then you have the Eight of Wands. Fast communication, hasty movements, a lot of fast movements in this, to the point where it's all right, now we got the ball rolling, now we're ready to go. So after that, after the ball is going, what do you have to look forward to? You're not holding yourself back. You lost the stress. I think that you have a huge freedom of movement that's coming in. Yeah, you're going to find something to really to fix your focus on. Follow your passions. It's actually going to help you get over this even faster. The stress of the situation, it feels like it's being alleviated faster than you could probably even fathom right now. And I think that you're going to be incredibly shocked and maybe even exhausted to the point of how much you have been stressed about this entire thing and facing your worst fear in this. I think that you're doing that now. And I think that it was all an illusion. All of that fear sitting in whatever it was that you were so afraid to get to this point. It's like, well, I didn't die. Okay, here we go. We're still living. Okay, we're here. We're in the game. Now what? Oh, I have all of this at my disposal, grabbing it here and there. So I actually really love this for you. And I see that you are somebody who's rising above the challenge and you're cutting through all the BS and you're not pulling any punches in your future moving forward. Very passionate. Love it. Hey there, gorgeous. I'm still feeling the rider weight, so I'm going to go with that. If you found your way across this, whether you watch my videos in a row or you just stumbled across this somehow, or somebody sent this to you, you might need this mini message. I don't know what's going on with the energies. It's pretty interesting, and it's like people facing that worst fear, or at least being in it, and they're just realizing how not scary it is and how the anticipation of it was the worst part, and now that they're like really mastering some aspect of themselves. So I think that it's cool, but also I'm not really sure what this energy is about. It feels like it's a ginormous upheaval. Yeah. Somebody is afraid of their own actions. Somebody doesn't feel like they have the freedom yet. Oakley dokley. What? Oh, what's this? You often meet your path on the road you take to avoid it. Well, you often meet your destiny on the path you take to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. Oh. So you're over it. Yet, you're still doing this thing where, okay, I'm going to try and make this as painless as possible and as disastrous, least disastrous as possible. So I see that you're not holding back, but how is that even possible when it says, okay, this is riddled with masculine energy. All right, what is this? You are pulling back your cords. Very defensive. Ooh. Okay. You're not telling, you're telling people exactly how you feel. You wanna know what? You're an a-hole. You wanna know what? You suck. You wanna know what? I like you. You're kind of cool. Yeah. I'm feeling this really cool energy about you. You're just being completely cutthroat, honest, and truthful. If it hurts their feelings, sorry. I think that you're being as tactful as possible, but I also see that you're just kind of over it. There's a feeling of numbness to the situation that's coming up right now. You do not have the feeling of connection And I see that you are holding down this little thin line in front of you. Do not step over this. Do not cross over this. If you do, it's your arse, and I'm not playing with this. So I think that you're afraid to assert yourself, but also I see that this is going to be where it starts with the words, and then it kind of builds up into the more physical aspect, not pushing, but, you know, boundary and pushing away. Hope that made sense. So if you found your way across this is going to be from the archetype cards. There's 80 cards here. I'm shuffling them. It's going to be a mess. If I drop too many, not doing it, but I want to take from the bottom. Liberator. Ooh, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs. Release from negative thought patterns. This is so in line with this batch of mini reads. Definitely check out the Daily Insight on Life and Love for November 2nd, 2021. We also have the Rescuer, Child Wounded, the Mother, the Eternal Child. All right. Provide strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children. Opens learning path of forgiveness. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love, and joy, giving birth to life. The Eternal Child is determination to remain young in body and mind and spirit. The ability to see things with fresh eyes. So one could say that this is about, you know, calling back your inner child. I really think that that's something that you've been doing. I think that this is a point of view that you have really rejected for a while. I see that you are getting the sense of the world being kind of new again. It's almost, it really feels like you've been reborn. So what I'm seeing in here is the mother aspect. I feel like this is where you feel this aspect of you coming out. I do feel it is childlike. And I see that you are cradling and fostering. I see the compassion that's coming from you. I know that you have been hurt. I know that you've been hurt. I know that you've felt rejected. I know that you've been going through some extraordinary amount of pain. You know, nobody could actively have saved you from that in that moment. And I'm sorry, you didn't deserve any of it. And I know that you kept that part of you locked away as a way to feel safe and secure and to never be hurt again. But that way that you locked away your inner child became its own prison, and now you're letting it out. And now I see that you, and the kind, loving action of you giving yourself permission to come out of that cage and to bring yourself out into the world. It really is you giving birth to yourself and you teaching yourself how to be from where you were to where you are now. So I think that you are actually actively showing yourself the way that the world could be. And I think that you are actually starting to get giddy in that playful aspect of yourself back. You are raising your younger self in your own body right now. Good job. I need to tell you all something. I am a total jerk. Now, why, may you ask? Why would I admit something so freely? Because I won't let one of the dogs into the office right now while I'm recording. I'm a jerk, apparently. Nobody else said that. The dog said that, and I feel it. Sorry. Steady progress. Are we really doing this? Maybe. Ooh. Generosity, vision, and forgiveness. Ooh. Okay. What's going on? Heaven is watching over you. Okay. I talk to a lot of people all over this planet, and one thing that I can tell you for sure right now is, yes, we are at a time when I'm recording this, the veil is super thin between our world, spirit world, all that, but also it is a huge time for, you know, these very precogging dreams. A lot of you are doing a lot of healing work in those dreams. I know that it doesn't seem like it, but a lot of you are facing your nightmares. There's these bizarre symbolisms. I need you to understand that part of you is healing through the dreams, and it's also giving you insight as to what's coming up next. So You may have been seeing loved ones who have crossed over. You may have been even feeling their presence without actually seeing them. Know that they are guiding you and actually giving you a lot of symbolism and what to look forward to. They're also congratulating you on crossing the finish line on this one. I see a vision of yours coming to light. And I also see that this is a gift that is being given to you that will allow you to take this huge burden off your shoulders. So the forgiveness, I actually want to pull from another deck and see what that's talking about. What or who needs to be forgiven? Okay. Loved ones, family, friends, lovers. These are all people that need to be forgiven. I see that this is coming to an end. Something is coming to an end in those realms. But I also see somebody giving a cup, an offer, a romantic offer for a lot of you. Know that this is going to be something that has to build through time and persistence and consistency. And I think that this initially did not go where you wanted it to go, but now I see the opportunity for a reset between certain connections in your life. So I do hope it works out. If you found your way across this, chances are you need a message from the other side. We're going to be doing a postcard from Spirit. So this is either going to be from a main guide or a loved one who has crossed over. Let's see. We have 2 cards in front. That's fine. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. First one was this that came out. Pause and read if you don't want to hear me. Whoop. And then there was this one. So there are times when you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map that you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the patterns that show up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super lights. Yeah, super lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits. Since you're on Earth, you understand how buildings are built. Yeah. A solid foundation, yet flexible too in case of earthquakes. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it's built from a solid base, whether it be an idea that takes form one step at a time or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see that this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as do a general sight check to ensure your hard work is well supported. Do this and know that you're building your life on a perfect and sound foundation that will allow you to welcome many miracles waiting to come and visit. We're so happy for you and so intrigued by what you're building. I wonder who could that be? You really do got this. Spirit loves you. I love you. You're incredible.